Mm. All right.
Hello, and welcome back. Welcome back.
How y'all doing?
I am Kel,
And I am Quintella.
and this is Recipe to Chivalry.
I am not.
Yeah.
No headphones on or nothing.
Alrighty. We changed the time a bit. We tried to go up a little earlier to accommodate for people trying to prepare for a busy work week starting tomorrow. Give them a little time to jump on, jump off, and
Some won't be able to. I probably should have sent something out a little earlier, letting them know, the ones that aren't on Facebook, that we was changing the time. But it's okay. We'll just roll with it and make it do what it do. We'll figure it out. I mean, that's all
as
we
we
can
always do.
Right. It's okay. If not, they make the next one.
So with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and jump straight into the topic at hand that you can see.
Okay.
And the question is, can sex and intimacy let's ate that out. Let me try that again. Can sex and intimacy be withheld in a marriage or relationship be damaging?
I'm trying to pin this to the top.
Can it be damaging?
All right.
Who wants to take the stance on it first? You or me?
Let me see. Let me go to my notes. Can I do that?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's bring up some notes that I have. Can I get to the top? Oh, is it at the bottom? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're going to go off some of what I have right here that I looked up about whether it can be damaging or not. It says a lack of sex and intimacy can lead to emotional distance, loneliness, resentment, and communication breakdowns.
I agree.
I agree with that 100%. It can cause a whole lot of frustration within a relationship. And when they talk about the resentment, I think things will come out maybe if you're trying to talk to your partner about something and maybe they're always irritated or they just don't want to be bothered with you, or if they're sitting on,
most definitely,
things of that nature, I think. So I think it's very important. I think that it definitely can be very damaging to a relationship on because we are, women themselves are emotional creatures by nature. And then I feel like as humans, we are physical by nature.
Okay.
So I think having physical contact and touch and things of that sort definitely is needed.
Okay. I also have some notes.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to break this down a little bit more, a little deeper, peel back some of the layers. So it says, can sex and intimacy. So there's two different things there.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, do we want to break down what they both are?
Absolutely.
Oh, Keisha said, she said, she said, I'm here. It can bring a whole lot of drama and tension. Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
So what do you before? Let me give you the breakdown first. Then I'll come back to you, Keisha. So first, let me give you flowers. We thank Keisha for joining us. Thank her for joining us. So intimacy needs. So my notes here start with the women. And as women often appreciate.
He always start with the women. Why are you always trying to pick one of us?
I'm not picking. I'm reading notes. They're not my personal notes.
Okay.
So intimacy, well, they are, but I copied them from somebody else.
Yeah, some of them, and then he'll add.
So intimacy needs. Women often appreciate verbal affirmations.
Yes.
And expressions of love and affection, including physical touch, like you said, cuddling, and quality time. Now, men.
They differ.
All right.
Do you agree with that so far? I think I agree with that.
I agree with that. So now that's like intimacy, right? So the differences in sex. How does sex differ from men to women? So one is biological factors. Desire. Men often experience a more immediate and frequent desire for sex.
Yeah, so y'all want microwave sex, basically.
I don't say microwave.
I mean, y'all want quick. When I say microwave, like it's quick. You don't have to be like in a long in a relationship.
Yes.
That's what I mean. So to me, that's called, that's microwave sex. You push a button. I mean, y'all there, y'all want it real quick. You're gonna call somebody up real quick. Hey, you available tonight? All right, I'm coming over. And then you're done. Right. It's sex and you're done.
My microwave is a sex.
It's microwave sex.
She always gonna try. See, she was talking about me coming for them.
She always coming for us.
But anyway, I'm just calling. Let me finish reading my notes. So anyway, while women may require more emotional connection or context to feel sexually aroused, and I truly agree with that 100%. So now back to Keisha. Keisha, what was your take on that? You said it caused drama. What do you mean by it caused drama?
She did, yeah. It's probably gonna be a minute. Response. She needs to come on Restream. I sent you the link. That'll be easier. You ain't got to show your face. You just got to talk. And hey to Jazz, she's on her way to work. She thought she was going to be able to get to work and then be on at 6. But we've changed the time to 5 p.m. We're going to try 5 p.m. on Sundays now. We're also going to try some other things.
Let me get Jazz her flowers.
And we're just going to do some during the week and not have lives, or maybe we'll just do lives maybe once or twice a month, and all the other ones will just be pre-recorded.
We'll see. We'll figure it out. But while we're waiting for the response, I'm going to read some more of these notes. So
yes, please do.
They say cultural influences can attribute to that. So society norms often shape how men and women perceive sex.
Okay.
So, for example, men are sometimes socialized to pursue sex more aggressively, while women may be taught to be more reserved.
Okay, I can definitely. There we go. There we go. She's on.
Wait a minute.
You can get her response. What up? She is on.
You can hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I need to get my other screens up here.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So Kel wanted your thoughts, since you were saying that
that wasn't my answer. Okay. So I'm gonna let the person that gave that answer elaborate on it.
Oh, so let me hear this answer from whoever the respondent was.
Hey, what's going on, people? How y'all doing?
Hello, how you doing?
Hold on, let me give you your flowers.
Oh.
Yeah. So look, I was explaining to her that, being the age I am for, so I know if there is a decline in sex and she ain't trying to, or he or she is not trying to be intimate with, with their mate, it's got to be something wrong in the camp. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it as that's a relationship puller. Because if I come home and I want to be intimate with one woman and she's saying no, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and she just denying me, then there's a problem inside the camp. I get to get to the bottom of it.
It's a big problem.
Okay. What is your name, sir?
They call me TB.
TB.
What up? TB be like that.
Thank you for joining us, sir. We always want to big up our men when we come on here.
Oh yeah, he excited now. Excited.
No, let me ask this.
Y'all behave yourself.
let me get into some more of this. So this is for the women, including my wife. Why would you want to withhold sex?
You know what? Okay, so here's the thing. There's a number of factors would cause sex to be withheld.
Okay.
Are we talking about in a marriage or in a relationship? Are we talking about in the beginning of a relationship?
It can go both.
No, I'm not talking about in the beginning.
You talking about we're deep in a relationship.
Deep in a relationship, or you're married.
Keisha, do you want to hit this one, or you want me to hit it up first?
You hit it up first.
All right, I got this. Okay, so there could be a number of factors.
What is
The
those
woman
factors?
could feel like she's not appreciated.
Okay.
She could be frustrated with other areas within the relationship that's causing her not to want to be intimate with you. That means those things are. There could be things where you're doing that. As far as her, it's unattractive, which makes you unattractive to her.
Okay.
It could have been y'all had a fight at one point, and maybe her feelings or y'all never resolved it, and resentment has set in. And because of that, every day that there's no apology, then that's her pulling away, because it's like, okay, well, he don't feel like he did nothing wrong. He's not going to apologize for it. Okay, well, you know what? I just don't want to be bothered. So I think things like that. So could be factors.
I want to interject.
Okay.
A little bit. So with that part, you said apology, right?
You're right.
So let's play scenario, right? In this scenario, I've done something that you don't like, or whatever your other explanations were, and you're withholding sex from me, right?
I need you. Go ahead. This another thing. Real quick. I got an issue.
Go ahead.
We've been on this podcast for a hot minute, and we're about to have a fight. All right, y'all about to see it all live, play itself out right now. Y'all see his mic?
I don't have fights, but go ahead.
Y'all see his mic? Y'all see how beautiful it is? I've been working with. Look, it won't even go. It won't even do right. He ain't got me right yet, y'all.
I'm working on it.
He working on it. Should that be a reason for me to hold out on him? Stuff that I've asked for, or he said he was going to do, and then he don't keep his word.
Okay.
And then
okay, stop. Let me finish my interjection. Now, you're waiting for this apology, right?
Oh, you want to deal with the apology?
Yeah. So whatever part was, even what you just said, we can add that into.
Okay.
We can lay the cake.
Okay, later.
So with all that going on,
yes,
do you continue? So let's say months go by, and I haven't given you this apology yet. Do you still continue to withhold sex that long until you can? So you say you continue to withhold sex until that issue is resolved?
No, what I'm saying to you is this. Well, it can be. It just depends on the individual. It really depends on the individual. It depends on whether they have communicated. If they have communicated to their spouse or their partner that these are things that bother them. This is how it felt, and there was no resolve. Then I guess it can be. Why not?
Okay, Keisha, how you feel about that?
Why would I give my goodies to somebody who won't even give me a sorry?
Stance?
What was the question?
Oh no. Okay. The question is,
I'm playing dominoes too.
Okay.
You can't play no dominoes, so you might as well stop. Anyway, the question is, in the instance that you're withholding,
I can't hear y'all.
I don't know why
you can't hear us.
I can't hear y'all.
We hear you loud and clear. My mic's not muted. I don't know.
Yeah, mic's not muted. Everything's on. We can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Okay, so in the instance that you decide that you're going to withhold sex from your partner, and my question was, how long does that last? And that scenario I gave her was that she says she's withholding because it's something that I've done and she's waiting on an apology. And I said, what if I don't give the apology for months? Do you continue withhold? And she said, yeah, it could be. So my question to you is that's how you feel also?
No, I can't hold out for months. I ain't gonna sit here and tell a lie. We're gonna have to come up with some type of agreement. We're gonna have to discuss it. But it'll probably be like 48 hours, 72 hours.
Okay. So with that being said,
Somebody,
That being said,
we
why hold out?
Well, listen to this. I said we was at an age where sex is not a must, but at the age that we are still young, and you talking about for months, something wrong in the camp. Something wrong in the camp. Somebody doing something they ain't got no business doing.
Do you? But I don't think so. I don't think so.
You're gonna be mad at me for a month because I did what? Then I done told you I'm sorry.
Because you have emotional. He asked because you did what? Because you've emotionally hurt me. So if and if my emotions are tied to sex, then I cannot emotionally and physically be available to you. I can have sex with you. You may not like it. I can just lay there and let you, and then you'll be mad because then it's like, okay, well, what's wrong with you? Like, I mean, what do you, if you have emotionally damaged or hurt your partner and there's no resolution being has come to, then I don't see how you can.
I want to interject again. So
how you can be? I mean, don't get me wrong. You can separate. There are people that can separate the emotions from sex. You can just go ahead and just have sex.
That's men in general.
And there are women too that can do that too. They can compartmentalize sex. And but then you're just having sex with your partner. That means that intimacy part of it is non and void. It's just what it is.
So let me interject. So again, right? So your first statement was you holding out.
Right.
Then you said, well, I could have sex with you, but it's just sex. And
right.
You said, and you're gonna feel some kind of way.
Right. You may feel some kind of way about that.
Again, when we read through the difference between men and women, for the most part, most women are emotionally driven when it comes to sex.
Right.
Men are just physical.
Right.
So when you laying there saying, hey, I'm not gonna be emotional, I'm gonna just lay here. Most men be like, that's all I need you to do.
Okay, but
that's all I need you to do.
But for men, I would feel like that would only work if they are not emotionally attached to their partner.
No, because men can turn off. Let me go back to this again, right?
And I hear what you're saying there, but
I think you're missing it.
I'm not missing it.
But let me go back again. Go ahead. So when we talk about intimacy needs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So men, again, here it is: biological factors, desire, right? Men often experience a more immediate and frequent desire for sex. Meaning, when you have that attitude, most men, it doesn't bother them. When you're married and you've been with somebody, yeah, you build a relationship and a bond with them. But we can turn off emotion when it comes to sex. Easy.
Okay,
right?
So you be turning off your emotions?
See, now you're trying to make it personal. I'm trying to read.
No, I know. I'm just playing, man.
I know. That's why I'm ignoring you. That's why I'm ignoring you.
I got you, young man. I got you. Look, check this out. Now, if I sat back and I said, look, baby, I understand you still mad at me and I want to apologize to you. Now, I don't know where she gonna stand at as in such an apology. You know what I'm saying? But it's something got to give. I mean, emotionally, I'm trying to be there for you. Now, if I show you that I'm heartless, I don't care, I can understand that. Okay, I ain't thinking about him like that. You know what I'm saying? But if I come to you apologetic and then hey, baby, what can I do to resolve this? Then we either need counseling, or we need to separate, or we need to do something that's going to make this whole again. So we got to compromise. It got to go both ways. If he or she is not trying to resolve the issue and still trying to hold on to this, then I see no future in going forward, even though I still love you. But if there's a problem with me having sex with you, then that is one of the biggest parts of a relationship is being intimate and knowing each other. True.
So I want to address.
He's talking about the apologetic side. I'm talking about the side where there is no apology, but yet this is something that you want from me.
Yeah.
And he's
I'm
talking
addressing
about
that part.
right.
He's
Okay.
addressing a whole other part.
Okay.
So for me, like I said, with the unapologetic side, and you talking about you can still have sex and not be emotionally there, most men, okay, that's fine. So I want to address Keisha.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to Keisha was, she said she can't wait that long. That's not
right.
her.
She got a
It
72
says
hour
72
max.
hours or 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So why stop having sex if you can't even go that long? Why stop? What was your purpose for stopping?
But she said she would have to come to some kind. You missed that part too.
No,
I
I did not miss that part. It's still you're gonna stop for 40, whatever her time frame was, 48 hours, 72 hours. Why stop when you know when that time frame passes? For you, something's gotta happen.
Maybe that's
why
her cool off period.
Why stop? I'm asking her, not
okay.
you.
I'm just
why?
Mainly because I'm in my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a feelings thing, right?
Yeah.
So instead of just addressing it, you're gonna get in your feelings because you feel like this is your get back.
We did say we was gonna address it.
This is your way of addressing it, not just talking it out. Your way of addressing it is nope.
Yeah, no, it ain't just what I said to you was if I have communicated this issue to you and you still did not give me an apology,
yours was months, right?
Then
I'm addressing her 72 hour. Why? See, you keep jumping in and interjecting.
I'm just trying to support.
I get your support. We already discussed you're a monther, a 4-monther. She's a 72 hour. So I was like, why even stop? In 72 hours, it's got to get cracking again. And she said, which I appreciate the honesty, is because she was in her feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And that is point on spot, in her feelings. Because you could have just talked to her without stopping it, without waiting 72 hours, because it was a form of punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So now let me ask you this, and you can interject on this too. When it comes to your man, your partner,
mm-hmm.
you, your husband, what do you expect from that person at all given times? What do you expect from that person in their role of being your partner, your husband? What do you expect?
First and foremost, I expect him to be my protector.
Mm-hmm.
I expect him to be my partner, like my equal partner. I expect.
What you mean equal partner?
In all aspects. So all aspects of my life, whatever you want from me, I expect the same. So I expect. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there'll be some variables, some variables.
Okay.
But for the most part, if I'm playing an active role in, let's say, cooking, 1 or 2 nights a week, you should be able to do the same. It's just stuff like that. I'm expecting the same support and love, or the same. How can I put this?
So
that
protection.
Right. Loyalty.
Support.
Communication.
Loyalty, communication.
Okay. I expect some understanding.
Things, right?
Right. Understanding. But the. Okay. I'll let you stop there for now.
I want Keisha. I want Keisha to
chime in. Some more. I got a list.
I mean, it's 2 of y'all. Y'all probably have us here all night. What would y'all expect? Come on, Keisha. Come on, Keisha. Throw down your hand, lose it.
What do you expect in a relationship?
Hold on, why are you studying them bones so hard? You losing.
No, she ain't losing. Let her get her thoughts together.
I'm not losing. Don't do that, Kay. Don't come for me.
Right. If she got her man, let's say she got her man.
I want her to answer this.
And she's going to tell you now what she expects.
What do you expect from your partner?
Your partner.
What I expect from my partner is trust, loyalty, communication. I think my biggest one is the communication part.
Okay.
Because we need to be able to talk things out as situations happen, or if I'm having a bad day, I need to be able to come to him and be like, look, this is what happened today. Vice versa.
So you prioritize communication over protection and provision?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let's do that again then. Go ahead. What is your priority?
Um.
Can we have more than one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yeah. We can have more than one, right?
Mhm.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with them three that I said plus protection. Most definitely protection.
Okay,
I
protection.
don't want to be like a whole man in the street. I'm fighting and you standing looking at me crazy.
So I can put those three up there for you: protection, provision, and communication. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. TB, my man, TB.
Oh Lord, here we go.
It's
All right.
TV.
What do you expect from your partner?
I respect that both of us can respect each other and have communication, open communication on how each other's feeling throughout the day. Now, if I come home and I'm tired and I done had a messed up day, I should be able to talk to my baby and she should be able to understand certain things or tell me you need to put your big boy pants on and what I'm saying, get it together. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's too much that you can't handle.
Okay, is there anything you
Yeah.
prioritize? Like they three, what would be your three?
Well, my three is more like communication and respect each other's boundaries.
Boundaries is important.
And if my lady feeling down, I should be able to console her on whatever she got going on. You know what I'm saying? And try to make sense of it or just be listening. Just listen. You know what I'm saying? And then see what don't even try to answer it. Just listen to her and see what she got to say.
Okay.
And then and try to go from there to see what the next step I'm gonna have to take to make her feel, feel like she's okay. Everything is fine. Everything is gonna be all right.
Absolutely.
That's my take on that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so what are yours?
Okay, so what are mine? So priority wise, I mean, like you said, I can have a bunch of them, but I take it from an old school standpoint, right?
Okay.
Men are supposed to be providers, right?
Correct. That's right.
My number one priority would be for me is to provide, protect, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
For my woman, I would expect her to be able to take care of a household. Sex will be one of my priorities, and raising my kids correctly in the manner that we deem or already communicated that we believe in to be raised in that form and fashion. Those would be some of my highest priorities, right? And I threw sex in there purposely because I need that. I have to have that. And when I read off some of these notes, it says that men need an immediate satisfaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes that's where, we discussed this before, like when it comes to, have you ever seen a situation where you have a baddie at home, right? And all of a sudden you see these relationships where the guy goes out and messes up in his relationship and marriage with another woman, and she doesn't compare whatsoever
to his wife
when it comes to beauty.
Partner, right.
And the first thing most women be like, you couldn't get somebody that was
look
at least better than
me, right?
Right? And that goes to because the men needed immediate sexual satisfaction. I'm not saying it was right. Please don't hold me to that. I'm not saying it was right. What I'm saying is it's a need driven in men. And if they're not getting it at home, most men are going to find some way to get that release. It's a physical release and satisfaction that they're seeking, right? And I said that for another reason too. Okay. But I'm gonna double back down on that one.
Right? Don't double that back.
No, because I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back and put the whole thing together.
Dupe it in.
Yeah. So So we both say that there are things and that we both need from each other, and we have to have. So
Emotional support.
Emotional support. All
It's
that,
very
right?
important for me.
So let me go to another one of these keynotes, right?
Okay, you got yours. Let's see. What mine was saying was, because I really didn't get down into like all of it. It said it also can affect mental and physical health as partners seek emotional or physical validation elsewhere,
Absolutely.
which is what you was just talking about. They
So-
will go
so
somewhere else.
It's a
to get-
two-sided coin to that.
Right.
So if I'm not giving her what she needs,
I'm
she
gonna
can
go
feel
see
like
that.
maybe she's not good enough, or she don't look good anymore, or she put on a few pounds since we've been together.
Right. Oh, so this
And
ain't what
all
he
of a sudden,
want.
yeah, I'm not attracted to her anymore.
Right.
And that's how they can start feeling. Might not be the case, but that's how they can start feeling. So, again,
It can
I
affect their
asked, so
self-esteem.
for me, I said sex is very important. For you, Keisha and TB, y'all left sex to the lower part of it. But, and not saying you were wrong. Please don't take that to either. Not saying either one of you were
I
wrong.
need emotional
But
stimulation
it can lead to emotional damage.
Right. And I think that depends on the person. Like I need emotional stimulation. I mean, sex is good. Don't get me wrong. We need that. But before we can even get to the sex, I have to feel emotionally stable. I have to feel like I am emotionally satisfied, because we are emotional creatures. So
absolutely.
what my stimulants are is what I need in order to get to the sex part.
Absolutely.
And I think that would be for most women in a lot of cases.
And that would be my point is when we go back to the notes again.
Right.
It's saying before most women, before they even become intimate with a partner, those things have to be in alignment. Right. Well, men,
it doesn't have to be for
if she has a fatty, she got a fatty. And that's what attracted us. So to my sexual goals, right? So men might often seek sexual experiences for pleasure and physical satisfaction.
Right.
See, in contrast, women may prioritize emotional connection, intimacy as part of their sexual experiences. What we just finished saying, right? So differences in intimacy. So emotional connection, women typically place a high value on emotional intimacy and connection,
which is
often seeking deeper communication and sharing of feelings.
Right.
That's exactly what you said, right?
Exactly.
So again, we see how important this is, right?
Yes.
Men may express intimacy through actions or shared activities rather than deep discussions. Often prioritize companionship and loyalty. Absolutely. So it can break down into communication styles.
Right.
So you can get into that. Men tend to communicate in more of a solution-oriented way, right?
Where we like to really talk through the problem. We want to see exactly, find ways to solve the problems, kind of deep, try to get into what the emotional issue is or connection, all of that stuff. Like, where are you at emotionally? How are we connecting on that level?
Right. So like verbal
affirmations and
of
stuff like that.
of
Right.
love,
Physical
touch.
Right.
Cuddling.
Show me how much you love me. I need
quality time. Ooh,
right.
That's a big one. While men might focus on shared activities, experiences, and forms of bonding, often feeling intimate through doing rather than discussion.
Okay, so before we go any further, there are some physical consequences.
Okay,
to not being intimate with your partner. Did you know that?
Let us hear it.
You want to hear some of those?
Let us hear
So when I looked it up and I did some research, poor sleep quality. So your sleep.
And that's due to what?
That's a physical health consequence to not having sexual intimacy. Did you know that? Did you know it can also weaken your immune system?
So y'all trying to kill us. You trying to kill somebody for 72 hours. She trying to kill somebody for 4 months. Yeah, this hot mess.
And an increase.
Do y'all hear this hot
And
mess?
it's an increase of depression.
And you're trying to drive.
Yeah, I hear it.
Crazy.
I hear it. I hear it.
This is some hot mess.
I hear it.
But y'all didn't prioritize that. But TV, they trying to kill us slowly.
Man, that's the women for you now.
That's women for you.
Y'all fault. Don't you dare hit that.
I'm gonna hit this for TV. Yeah. They're trying to kill us, TV.
That is just some of the physical.
I got 10. Look, I got this one here and that one.
That's some of the health the physical health issues that are involved.
What about some mental? You got some mental?
I did tell you what the did not.
Depression is
the mental part of it.
You gotta run around looking retarded.
Right. I mean, yeah. And of course, it's a big risk of creating infidelity within a relationship. That'd be like the biggest one, because like you said, the man will go outside looking to get that quick gratification.
Right.
So definitely. So that's some of what I had.
So how long are we in? Okay, we're 30 minutes into
Yeah,
it.
we're good.
So here's my issue, right? The question says, can sex and intimacy being withheld in a marriage or relationship be damaging?
So we've already hit on the fact that it absolutely can on a number of different levels.
But here's the other part to that.
What?
It's selfish.
How's it selfish?
It's selfish. It's selfish because, right? And I'm gonna use you and Keisha because y'all my only two people here. I'll start with Keisha because she's on the lighter end. Then I'm coming to you because you're on the heavy end. Keisha says 72 hours. But then something's got to give for her.
Right.
Okay. You came with 4 months. If you don't get this apology, why should you? Right? So, wait a minute.
Okay, go ahead before I say anything. EJ on. Hey, EJ.
What up, EJ? Hold on. Another man in the house. Uh-oh. We showing up. Go ahead and say what you're going to say before.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I said it's selfish because it's a form of punishment.
And as you should. If you don't do right, you get punished. Like, why am I feel like sex is a reward.
Okay.
Like, so if you are acting badly, why would I reward you with sex, with something that's a gift? Okay. My duties are a gift.
TV got a question.
Come on, TV.
This thing, she sounds so harsh when she said punishment. You know, like I gotta put you on punishment. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this?
It is punishment.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not understanding it. Then you hit me with that, I'm not gonna reward you. What is this, a reward system that we got going on?
I mean,
I'm glad you said that, TB, because here it is, right? Here it is. It's a form of punishment because you said, why would I reward you? This Skrilla that I go out and work for is a reward for me to want to spend it on you.
And that's the same way.
So now let's get a little deeper with that, right? You're mad at me for a multitude of reasons, right? Was she joined again, or did she leave out?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
So yeah,
I'm gonna get closer to this. Check this out. So what is it when they want it? You know what I'm saying? Do we come out with a punishment or reward system for them?
Hold on, I'm gonna get him, TB. I'm gonna get him here in a minute.
They showing up too.
I'm gonna get him here in a minute, TB.
Okay.
Y'all have your own form of punishment.
I'm gonna get on him in a minute, TB. So y'all mad at us for whatever the reason is,
Mm-hmm.
warranted or unwarranted, whatever the case may be, and y'all decide to use sex and say, you know what? You're not getting it.
Y'all use money because you just said you're Skrilla.
Hold on.
But go ahead.
I did say that.
Right. That's
but
why
there's other but see, I said that because I asked you and I asked Keisha, what do you expect from your husband or your partner? What was your 3, Keisha? Protection, communication,
communication,
and provision.
and yeah.
And what were your 3?
Mine was communication.
Communication.
Okay, you got to have a relationship with God. That's like first and
Okay, relationship with God.
Provision.
Provision. Okay, so
and,
the two that mirror each other with you two, I hear is provision. So now
and communication was.
All right, and communication. So now
and God, because she.
Okay, and God. Okay, so
God,
now, hold on, wait a minute.
If you're talking to God, then you
wait
don't
a minute.
have to worry about being on punishment.
Wait a minute. So now me and TB pissed off because y'all did something.
What we do.
Yeah. So now we're pissed off.
We have possibly done.
It doesn't matter, warranted or unwarranted. Like I said
possibly.
TB. What do you feel like shutting off right now? Protection?
It's a good thing I know.
Look, it got me all over the place. So I'm not understanding how the women got this reward system going on. I'm still stuck on that.
Because do I cut off my provision? Hey, you know what? You made me mad. I ain't paying rent for the month. Matter of fact, with her, I ain't paying for the next 4 months because she ain't apologized. Now we live in the street.
We had to set up where you wanted to get them Jordans. I ain't buying nothing now.
I ain't living in the street.
I get my own Jordans.
All right.
So where we living?
I don't know where we living because you do that, we ain't together.
We ain't living here. Well, then we have to go through divorce to see how far you're willing to carry it. See how far you're willing to carry it. See all the extra layers that come with it when we decide to cut off one of the provisions.
Okay.
But when y'all decide to cut it off, it's supposed to be okay because, like TB said, it's a reward system.
So you're telling me it isn't?
So the reward system goes both ways.
Right, and you're absolutely right.
No, but y'all willing to take it to a whole nother level.
No, all we're trying to do is this is what you said. This is what you said you were not doing. Okay. So now I got to figure out, since he's not going to do this, what do I want to do? How do I want to proceed from here? And that's what I'll do. That's not taking, I don't feel like that's taking it to a whole nother level.
That is taking it to a whole nother level.
Hey, all I'm doing is where you're lacking.
That's not me lacking. That's not me lacking.
That is where you're lacking.
No, hold on.
The
definition of lacking will be me not being able to.
Right.
But it's not that I wasn't able to. Okay. I decided to cut it off.
Okay, so
it's different.
So the fact that you decided this was going to be your form of punishment. Now I have to decide, just like you said with men, when it's being withheld with them, they'll decide whether or not they're going to go outside of that. Well, if that's the case, then that's also a decision the woman would have to make. Okay, now we're at the standstill. What's going to happen? If we've tried to communicate and there is no resolution happening, then yeah, maybe this ain't, we ain't for each other.
Okay, so let me put it into another way then.
Maybe we ain't for each other.
Let me put it another way to show you how selfish this is, right?
It ain't selfish.
Right? Well, just answer this question then.
Okay.
So, TB, it's 3:00 in the morning.
Yes.
You and I lay on the side snoring. 3 men break in the house. They ain't got no gun. They ain't got no knife. And they standing in the bedroom at the foot of the bed. Can't get to nothing. We in our drawers. You know what? You pissed me off about 30 minutes ago. I ain't protecting you. How that go?
That ain't gonna happen. We go because automatically protection gonna kick in.
I'm gonna have to figure it out.
There's no figuring out.
It's fight or fight. Something's gonna happen.
You see how unrealistic this was?
That is not unrealistic. So you're telling me that you're telling me that emotion does not kick in for anybody.
I got you.
It's either going to be fight or flight. I mean, answer the question.
Do you know what a fight syndrome is? Get the definition of that first.
I don't know how to word. One more point. I got this.
And see how unrealistic that is? She's gonna have to figure it out. There's three dudes at the foot of the bed, you stick your drawers. You finna get beat up. Point blank period.
I'm finna fight at least.
No, I'm not saying you're not gonna fight.
So
but you're not gonna win.
Physiological response to a threatening situation, which readies one either to resist forcefully or to run.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, either I'm going to fight or flight.
So, in your case, right,
mm-hmm.
you don't know which one you're gonna do according to that definition.
Right, until it happens.
Right. In my case, I think you can see this clearly right there. Keisha, matter of fact, you was in the service. We don't train that way. We don't train that way at all. So my perspective is I train to do something totally different.
But that's you.
Right. You're my wife.
Right. And
you're laying there right now with three dudes at the foot of the bed. And I said, any, meaning, mine, I'm gonna take away this one, protection. That's how unfair it is. That would be unrealistic for me to do that. But because it's not that dramatic at that moment, y'all feel like it's okay to do that.
So basically, you saying withholding sex from you is like life and death, basically. Because so you're trying to use that scenario.
TB, didn't that just say they were trying to kill us? Then she just read off. Then she just read off all. TB, wait. All right, let me not be dramatic.
Okay.
Let me not be dramatic.
Let me help you out.
Wait. Read off all those things again and tell me if none of them are not life threatening.
Let me help you out.
No, can you do that?
Can
you do that? See how she's trying to skip over it.
Let me help you out.
One thing about us males, when the women start hollering about what they call it, punishment and all the rules and stuff, we ain't gonna never win, bro. We ain't gonna never win.
Let me help you
Never.
Let me help you out.
Never.
I'm gonna help you out.
What they say?
Ain't nobody saying nothing right now, but let me help you out. It ain't nothing wrong with you not going without sex for a little bit. You know what that is? It's called fasting. You gonna get close to God. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. You fasting.
That's not what we're talking about.
That's exactly what it is. Let's fast and get our minds and our hearts and everything right and back on track and back in order, so that we can come together. We're gonna do like the Bible say.
What they say?
Okay, we're gonna fast and pray, and we're gonna sustain from sexual.
Is this your champion? Is this your champion? That was a poor.
That was not poor. I thought that was inventive. I thought that was creative.
That was a poor rebuttal.
It really wasn't.
That was a poor rebuttal.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You can sustain for a little bit.
That's not what we're talking about.
It is.
That's not what we're talking about.
You know what? We are disconnecting on some level or another, and we need to figure it out.
Sustaining.
So that when we come back together.
Sustaining is something you do on your own accord. This is not what we're talking about.
Yeah, but we're doing this together too as a marriage. Yes, we are. You want to know why?
No, we're not.
Ain't there a quote that says,
Keisha said,
being away from each other makes the heart grow fonder?
Keisha said after 72 hours, she is no longer sustaining.
Oh, that's her. That's as long
Okay then. Okay then.
She needs to, she got to just get her sexual what do they call it? Her
frustrations, sexual frustrations.
No, she got to get hers out.
I ain't frustrated.
But what she needs to do is just build her sexual muscles, build those muscles up.
Waiting to exhale.
So it don't bother her. So she make the muscles strong. She ain't worried about it. She can look at him when he walk by and stuff is all over the place and go, oh, okay, yeah, that's nice, but you still on punishment.
This is sad. This is a sad day today. Sad day today.
Hey, brother,
Oh,
I'm with you. I'm with you, brother. I'm definitely with you. I understand corporal punishment and what else he said? What else was it? Corporal punishment and, and reward system.
I did not say corporal
That's
Corporal punishment and reward system.
that's
She
what they
got a bulletin on the refrigerator saying, okay, he good on this day. You know what I'm saying? He was messed up on this day. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that.
bro, they
You know
take
what? That'll teach you from making the
See?
same mistake next time. That's what it do. What we're doing right now, we're teaching life lessons. So that'll be a life lesson. Like, okay,
them three
this is what I
them
need to
three
do.
dudes,
She needs this. Let's make sure we're good.
them three
Let's not
guys,
trigger anything.
them three guys stand at the foot of the bed at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know.
That's a life lesson too.
Now I think we can
That's a
negotiate
life
some
lesson
stuff. I
too.
think I'm good.
No.
I'm pretty good at
You can't
talking
negotiate. You
and-
can't negotiate anything. Whatever they want, they're gonna take you. You talking about negotiating some sex? They take that.
No, they ain't taking nothing because I got Jesus. We bind them in the neck. Look, I start to praying and speaking in tongues. They either gonna get saved or they gonna run. That's what's gonna happen.
So why can't we bind up that?
I don't know because you ain't praying.
Bind up. No, we need to bind up. We need to bind up that punishment.
Well, if you don't want the punishment, look, you shouldn't even have the punishment.
See,
you shouldn't even be in that. Here's the thing. Let's talk about it.
Let's dig another hole.
I'm not digging no. But seriously, so if you are praying and you're keeping your partner in prayer and you got her up before God, then God will teach you her. God will show you how to move and maneuver and how to nurture her so that you will never have those issues. So if you are in constant communication with God about your partner, He'll give you everything you need.
That sounded so good.
But he will. Am I wrong? He will give you everything that you need in order to navigate with your partner. So,
you finished?
Yeah, absolutely.
That sounded so sweet.
It did.
And life don't work that way.
Oh, why don't?
Because the Bible also says that we must pray.
Right. Then I was just saying.
Always, right?
Always.
Because the flesh is always willing to do just the opposite.
Right.
So what you just said is if we keep praying, we'll never have an issue.
I ain't saying we'll never have an issue. That's not what I said. I told you.
I can learn you all day.
Right.
And the minute I piss you off, you're gonna want to withhold something. Cooking dinner, sex, something, talking, communication.
Yeah, withhold stuff.
I didn't say we did. See how?
Because you're saying
see
you.
how responsive.
I'm just saying. Just say we. You don't use singular. Use plural.
I'm talking in a broad manner. If you feel attacked,
I'm not feeling attacked. I'm just saying. I just want to make sure that it's understood that we're talking from both.
You said what I'm responding to what you said,
which is,
and you said praying, and we wouldn't have those issues. That's not true. No. We're going to have issues. I can learn you all day long. Yes, you must pray and stay prayed up and learn, but we're going to have issues.
Right, but if we're praying and we're communicating, then you'll never have to worry about sex being withheld from you. Sir.
That's not true.
Okay, so you are going to. So that's what you expected: sex to be withheld from you.
No, I'm expecting you to be in your feelings one day because of something.
Right. So okay.
So why agree to that and then say, okay, and you're gonna be in your feelings about something, and you're gonna implement some form of retaliation.
Not necessarily.
Or not necessarily. Maybe not use that word retaliation.
Don't use that word.
Why not? But you use punishment, but you're going to use some form of punishment.
No, not necessarily. I said
you did.
I use the word reward.
There's a reward. So when there's a reward, there's also what's the opposite of reward? there's no. Your face has been killing me. But anyway, so there's going to be something. I don't care what word you use. You're going to pick something to use because you want to get my attention. You want to bring this to the forefront, whatever the case may be. So something is going to happen. It's just what is going to happen.
Okay, so with that being said, since we know that this is going to happen, what are the resolutions? What can we do? Let's go into the next part of this. What can we do to keep these things from happening?
So
let's talk about it.
we have to understand, and it's not something that's going to happen overnight, because we've been on this podcast for a few years now, and some things are just coming to light. You know, the way men think, the way men behave. Like just simply talking about sex, we don't value sex the same way.
Right.
We don't. So there's a lot of things that the way you respond, you automatically think that's how we should respond, but that's not how we respond. So
right. So I think that addressing the issues often requires first open communication, understanding the other person's needs. So understanding each other's needs is very important. And then sometimes it's also good that if y'all cannot come to a resolution, that you do seek maybe outside help.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Keisha for an example. So I like Keisha's example, because Keisha said, okay, yeah, 72 hours, some gotta get.
But what if it doesn't?
But no, she's saying it is, because whatever her feelings were that kicked off the so-called punishment, she's gonna be like, look, this is why I did what I did. I know this is what you need. I needed to, but we need to address it. It's gonna come to the forefront with her in 72 hours.
Right.
So it's gonna be addressed. Again, like we discussed earlier, was what are your priorities? What do you value, and what aspect and what level? So when we asked you guys, you were saying
you just harping on those three. Those were just three.
We said you can have multiple.
Right.
But see, again, I said prioritize.
Right.
So when
it's 6 o'clock.
When I asked about priority, y'all guys gave yours. Even TB gave his. I gave mine. Sex was one of mine that was up there as a priority.
Yeah, we know.
It was up there as a priority, because that's something that I have to have, right? So protection. Let's say, I know this is way left field, but let's say your girl is a UFC fighter, right? She probably not always up there with the protection part, because she probably protects you more than anything. So that might not be on your priority list. You know, you might be Clarissa Shield. Put a cat to sleep real quick, but that might not be on your priority. But you know, when I said earlier about old school basics, the basics were provision, protection. You know, those were like the mandatory basics. You had to do those two out the gate.
Right. Had
to be your responsibility.
Right.
Excuse me. So again, I put it down there. It was a weird scenario, but I just want to show that if you have somebody with protection, you're saying you got to be able to protect me. Is it fair for you to cut sex off and on because of your issue may be valid? I'm not saying it's not. Your issue may be valid. I may have spoken to you in a harsh tone that made you angry, and you do want an apology for that, and I haven't given it. But is it validated in you being able to cut one of those off because you know because you know sex is my priority? You can't walk past me without me like feeling on you, touching on you. That's my love language, right?
Right.
And you know, all right, I'm gonna cut that off, because I know as soon as I lay here, he gonna come over here. I'm cutting it off to get right back at him, right?
And okay.
But wait a minute. So I'm gonna let you eat. But my thing is, now with those priorities that you say you have to have, would it be fair for me to cut those off and on? Let's say you're in a position where you couldn't pay rent. Let's say you didn't have nowhere to go, and because you decide no sex tonight, I'm like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna wait. Now you piss me off. Oh, I need you to go out here and find out how to get this rent money, or we're gonna be in the street. Or I'm not paying your car note. They just might come for 4 months. They coming to get it. They coming to get it in 4 months. You've been riding around looking nice and lovely, and on the third month they coming to get it. Look, somebody.
We're gonna take care of that.
That's how people die.
What I'm saying to you is, and maybe I need to say this. Let me be a little more serious about the whole sex thing. The woman, let's use Keisha. Like, she could be, or sex could be a priority, right? But again, what I'm saying to you is sex with women, and like you've already said, for the majority of women, are attached to our emotions. So me trying to have sex with you will not be enjoyable for you or me both, because there is still this underlying issue that hasn't been resolved. Right. So yes, can we go ahead and have sex? Absolutely. But I feel like when that happens, it also creates more resentment. Like it will absolutely. It will continue, I think, to create resentment, and that will cause it'll start to eat and erode the relationship, especially when those issues hadn't been taken care of. Yeah, we can put a Band-Aid on it, but it's still there. It hasn't been addressed. It hasn't been resolved. So yeah, we go ahead. Let's not. Okay, let me not punish them. We can have sex. Like I said, they can lay there, whatever. Like you said, that's fine with you. You don't care as long as y'all popping that off. But how healthy is that in a relationship where two partners, the whole point of having sex and having intimacy is to share that bond, to share all of those things. And I feel like on the emotional and physical level, those two things go hand in hand. Absolutely. And when there is a issue, I think because sex is such a powerful tool, there you go. It's such a powerful tool that you really got to be careful how it's used and in what capacity. Because not, and I understand what and you're absolutely right. So yeah, us maybe using it as, like I said, a reward or whatever. But at the same time, for women, like you said, because we are emotional, that tool, that sex is tied into part of who we are, because when we're intimate with you, we're giving so much of who we are. I get that. Well, and with that, so when you're having sex, I'm not just giving you, my goodies. I'm giving you every single part of me. So if a part of that isn't right or it's broken, how can I completely love you and be in this thing with you?
Okay. I get you. Beautiful. Let me give you flowers. So hold on. So that was beautiful. Here's my response, right? So you're absolutely right. I get it. This is not an easy thing to say you can resolve overnight, because when I mentioned, hey, my turnoff would be your car note. You gave a little smirk. I'm gonna find a way to get that paid.
Yeah, right? Car note to get paid.
But see, that's the same thing. So what if I say, okay, you want sex? Oh, sex gonna happen.
Right.
It's gonna happen.
And if you know your partner,
you want to give it or not, it's going to happen.
And I think that's one of the things where you got to know your partner. That may not be the route to take. Like if you know your partner, the minute you withhold that he going to Sally next door, then you got to figure out if it's worth you doing it.
Right. So, like I said, it's not an easy thing to circumvent overnight. It's not going to happen. But it gets used a lot.
It does, absolutely.
As a tool,
it does get used a lot
to try and
absolutely
control. Because a lot of women hate that word.
And no, but you know what? And here's the sad part to that.
What's the sad part?
That they lost again. That's used a lot for a lot of women, because sometimes that is the only tool they have. If the woman is in a relationship or a marriage where she is completely dependent on this man to take care of her and to do all these things, and she has no control at all, like she has nothing. If she's being controlled or she's feeling like she has no real, like she's not contributing or whatever, and the only thing that she does contribute is sex, then that is her only tool. That is the only thing that she has sometimes to even feel like she has some footing. So unfortunately, it is used a lot. It is
a woman that doesn't have a job. She's a home mom. You saying that she doesn't have no control of nothing?
She can feel that way. There have been women that, you know, because
there's women that have a job and still don't feel like they're in control of anything.
Exactly.
My question was, I guess what I'm getting at is, in those situations, there's a give and take. Something's being provided on both ends. Like you said, that protection and provision is being provided.
Right.
So this is a thing that I think doesn't get brought to the forefront a lot. That we see it as, oh, yeah, I'm just taking it. Like we said, we went through all the damaging physically and emotionally, how it can be damaging. Because I don't think a lot of people looked at it that way. It's like I made a joke out of it, but what if I decide to cut off one of your priorities,
right?
Because your emotional felt response talking about how your emotional creatures is, and I get that, because sex is an emotional thing for you guys, and it's not for us,
right?
So, but there are other things that we prioritize over that, but it gets diminished somewhat because it's not sex.
And I don't think so, because I feel like men know that they can use and it has been. They have control, you know, where I control the money, I control it. So what you're gonna do is give me this. So I think that too,
I mean, that happens. But
right. So I think it's both ways.
So in the scenario where you make just as much money as I do, you have your own money, there is no money control.
Right, maybe not, but there's
sex control.
No, but there is a protection.
Yeah, that's right.
So that there's, I mean, so like you said,
for the most part,
be something else.
For the most part,
it could be something else.
You don't see men go, I'm mad with you, so I ain't protecting you today because I'm mad. You don't see that. You do not see that. You don't see that. Say it again. Say that again.
I didn't say it. I said maybe they just ain't never thought about it, but now
you don't see that, because that's how men, we talked about that. That's how they brought up. That's how they socialized to be protectors. So the minute we get involved with somebody that we want to be with on a long-term scale, that's already ingrained in them from Jump Street to be protectors. That's something that we say it's automatic that we have to provide that.
That's part of y'all conquering.
That's not part of it's not a conquering project.
I feel like it is, as far as that, because that's one of those things that, you know, like that's like in the jungle, like with the lions and stuff. I mean, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna, once you have conquered, or y'all have this set person, or what, if this is your person, this is what you're gonna protect that. Like it's like it's automatic, like you said, it's ingrained.
But it's not conquering.
Well, I feel like it's
because you are the weaker sex.
Yes,
you're vulnerable to a lot.
Okay, so with that being said,
it's not unfortunate.
So with that being said, like I was saying before, because we are the weaker sex, and we don't feel like we have as much control or as strong. Unfortunately, that's using sex is one of the ways where they may feel like they have a little bit of control or a little bit of power within
I get that.
The relationship.
I get that. That wasn't my argument.
Okay.
My argument was it wasn't fair.
Yeah, I mean, it isn't, but there's a lot of things that aren't fair.
I know.
Unfortunately.
I'm bringing this out. I'm bringing out what the question was for today.
All right. So we do know that it is damaging. We do know that we went over what the risk factors are.
So do anybody have anything to say before we all want to check up out of here? I think the men came out on top today. My man TB, my man EJ. Yeah. We stay strong today, fellas.
Y'all did okay today. Y'all absolutely did. Y'all did wonderful. Like, give your props. Like,
I already threw up the applause. I already threw it up.
I think you did good. But definitely, if y'all are having they probably need to give us a sponsorship for this, but they don't. If there are people that's out there, they're in a relationship, or they want to know more about their partners and they don't know how to do it, there is an app out there that's called Pair. And it'll take you through a number of questions. It's a fun little.
Oh, it's cool. It's cool.
It's
cool.
a very, very cool app. Y'all can download it from the app store. It's called Pair.
You'd be surprised how often you don't hesitate to say.
Right. You'll be surprised. You're not sure how you think you know somebody and you think you know how they will answer, and then they answer completely different. So I would definitely check out the app. This is not a paid advertisement, but they can hit us up if they want to at recipe2chivalry@gmail.com. But definitely check it out for those that, it's a fun little thing. If you just want to find out some more about your partner, it's really good. We like it. We play around.
I like it. It's cool.
And when you talking about somebody, we
come back and laugh at it. We get mad like, you didn't answer. You didn't answer your part today.
You didn't answer your part, right. So it's kind of cool. So definitely check it out.
For all those who are here at the moment, please hit the like button.
Share.
Please share. If you're not on YouTube,
please
also subscribe.
Go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel.
And like the videos on YouTube. To help us get it out there a little bit.
Yeah, so we can help the algorithm also. So we do thank everybody. Definitely, if y'all are having problems and
if y'all got a topic y'all want to bring up, please
just send us something, send us a
so
text.
We can get some notes together.
But I think this is a good one. People love sex.
This is a good one. Who don't?
Yeah. Well, they know you do. Anyway, it's his top 3, y'all.
It's prioritized. I got more than 3.
Yeah, but it's up there.
But
we thank
other than that, we thank y'all. I'm Cal.
This is Quintella, and this has been another episode
of Recipe to Chivalry, and we thank y'all. We're out.
Good night.
Good night.